Hello and welcome, I'm Bert the Stormtrooper, and today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Generations 2015 Combiner Wars Bombshell, and I love this toy. This guy was released back in December of 2014, so he's been out for a few months now, but he's starting to become a little more common in store shelves now. I just picked this guy up a few weeks ago, and I've been really loving this guy. And he's retailing for approximately $10 to $13, depending on where you get him. Now, he comes packaged in the new Combiner Wars packaging that you see right here in front of you with the black background, the red lettering that we've started to become familiar with. We've got some really cool artwork of Bombshell right up here at the top. He comes packaged in robot mode, which I've said it a couple of times already. I do kind of take issue with that a little bit. I kind of miss the days when Transformers were packaged in vehicle mode or in their alternate modes in the case of Bombshell here. You know, because of the whole robots in disguise thing, you know, I think it would be cooler if they were still packaged in their alternate modes. You open them up and you get to transform them into those robots. That's just me. Why don't you go down below to the comments and tell me what you think. What is your opinion on that? So anyway, here he is. He comes, like I said, packaged in robot mode. You can see the card right there in the background. Bombshell for ages 8 and up. Nothing on the sides. Tiny type on the bottom. And then around the back, you've got your product shot, both in robot mode and in alternate mode. And then your one-sentence bio, Bombshell Insecticon Master of Mind Control, which I don't think means anything. And you got a couple of warnings down here, and that is about it for packaging. So, let's get this guy out of the package and check him out. And here we have Bombshell out of the package and in his bug mode. Now, right out of the package, Bombshell comes with his small little instruction sheets here, and he comes with his card. You know, these cards that we've come to expect from all the Combiner Wars. So, again, pretty cool artwork. Nothing on the back, nothing that you can really use for like a playable card game or anything like that. These are just kind of collectible cards, and I guess that's okay. Cool artwork, and you know, once again, I've said this before, I think it would have been cool if they would have made these like a playable game with stats and stuff like that. Kind of like Power Rangers was doing a year or two ago. Would have been nice. That would have at least given these a little more purpose other than just getting stacked and you know, put on the shelf. But there's a card if you're into that. Cool artwork. And then, of course, we've got Bombshell right here in his Beetle mode. And he looks really, really cool. I really love the way that this Beetle mode looks on this guy. The Beetle mode is approximately 4 inches long and about 1 inch tall. Now, that's not counting these guys back here because I'm not really sure what to do with these guys. Now, you know, if you look at the original G1 toy, he didn't have these. So, you know, and it looks good both ways. That looks fine, just like that. And it's very G1. And then, but if you look at the artwork on the back of the card, not the artwork, actually, the actual picture of the product, they got the two little spikes sticking out like that. So, I guess it's really up to you. You can, I mean, both ways look good. I think it looks just fine either way. So I guess it's really up to you how you want to do that. But I counted the 4 inches from the tip of the snout here to the back of the butt. I didn't really count those. So there you go. Bug mode is really, really cool. The detail, the paintwork and the detail on this guy are really nice. The purples and the yellows is really not so much a yellow. It's more of a gold. And I don't know how well that's translating on camera, but you've got some purples and golds and these reds that here. The gold and the purple are very vibrant, and they look really nice against this purple, which is very bright as well. Really, really nice colors here. It looks so cool. There's a little bug mode right here. I am just really, really digging it. Going around the bottom here, you can see where the arms transform, and they kind of make these little thrusters, which I think is super cool. Now, if you bring these down, you'll plug them up, but you know, either way, I think that looks really cool, the fact that he's got a little thruster. So when you know, if you remember G1, these guys actually flew in their bug mode. So imagine a rocket-powered beetle, giant robot beetle coming at you. That's just awesome to think about. So there he is in his bug mode. I think he looks absolutely great. As far as, I guess we'll do articulation since he is an animal. He does have a little bit of articulation. The little horn here at the front of the snout is on a hinge, so you can move this guy up and down a little bit. But for the most part, you're probably just going to want to keep it straight. And then the legs, you can rotate these. These are on a little rotation. They're not exactly hinges, but they're kind of around the limb there. So you can actually rotate. They are individually rotated. So the front little legs here, you can rotate. You can rotate these, which is really nice because it's very helpful. I just unpop the arms. I just leave them like that for now. But the fact that the arms do rotate, or the little bug legs rotate around, is really helpful when you're trying to put this guy in beetle mode and put him on the table, because it actually allows you to get all the legs down on one level if you want to do it that way, or if you want to pick up a leg, you can do that as well. So it's really up to you. And as you're probably seeing right now, these back legs are also hinged. Not hinged, again, just a tube over a shaft that lets you rotate them. And they look like they're both attached together, but they're actually not. These are two separate pieces. So you can, in fact, rotate them individually, which is really, really great. So there he is, Bombshell. One last look at Bombshell in bug mode. And for comparison, we'll bring in his G1 counterpart. And now, this is something really cool, because a lot of people I've heard complain that these Legend figures are so small. Oh, I wish they would make them as big as the G1s. Well, here's the G1, and he's not much bigger. In fact, they're the same size. Of course, he's got his little horn right here is a little longer, but in robot mode, they're actually even the same size. So, a lot of times we forget how small these G1 figures used to be. So there you go. There he is with his G1 counterpart. And just for the heck of it, why don't we go ahead and bring in Kickback, just so we have a bunch of Insecticons right there, just so you can see how they size up. And then we'll bring in the current Legends Shrapnel. Shrapnel, the only Insecticon that I had, a G1 Insecticon, the only one that I had as a kid, is the only one I don't currently own now. So that's just crazy the way that works. But I do have Bombshell and Kickback and G1, so you can see them, how those guys compare right there. So there they are, and now we can get into the transformation. Transformation, being a Legends class toy, is going to be rather simple. We've kind of already started down here because the arms unpopped or unpegged from each other, so we can go ahead and just pull the arms up and rotate them around. And once you bring them around, you can go ahead and take these legs and you can rotate them back if you want. Again, this is going to be kind of a personal preference kind of thing. A lot of people are going to want to rotate them back around like that so that you don't see them in robot mode, where some people are probably going to want to see them because it looks more bug-like, and, you know, a lot of people just like that look. So there you go. You can do either way. You know, and the legs are going to work the same way. So your preference, for the purpose of the review, I'm just going to go ahead and rotate them all the way around. Go ahead and take the legs right here. You're going to pull these all the way up and bring them all the way down. Rotate him at the waist. Separate the legs. And again, with the bug legs here, you can leave them out like this, or you can rotate them in, whichever way you like best. And then finally, we're going to take up here the head. We're going to pop this piece open, and we're going to rotate that horn up to reveal the head. And there is Bombshell in robot mode, and I think he looks so cool. Here in robot mode, Bombshell stands approximately 4 inches tall. And again, I have to give it up to the paint and detail on this guy. It's just these colors work so well together. The purples and the golds and the reds. And now you've got some grays and blacks here. They just work so nice together. I hope that's really coming in on camera. And check out this guy's head sculpt. It's absolutely beautiful. I really dig that head sculpt right there. It looks so cool. As far as articulation goes, nothing really at the head, because you can't really... let's focus in there. You can't really reach in there to turn the head, so the head's pretty much static. It's going to stay just as is. But you've got ball joints on the shoulder, so you can go all over the place. You've got ball joints at the elbow, so you got a good bend, at good 90 at the elbow, as well as a rotation. Due to transformation, you've got a rotation at the waist. You've got ball jointed hips, so again, all over the place with those. You've got a nice 90 at the knee. That's about going to do it for this Legends class, and I'm really digging the way this guy looks. He is so G1, but at the same time, he's such a cool little update. of the G1. This is exactly, in my opinion, this is exactly what we wanted, at least for me. This is exactly what I wanted when I was a kid. I would play with the G1 toys, and I would always think of ways, man, if they put this articulation here, or if they did that change there, you know, you can move the legs, or you can do the make this pose or whatever. And I think what they're delivering right now with these generations, right, at this point in time with the 2015 and the Combiner Wars, is exactly what I had hoped for when I was a kid. Really love this guy. So, for comparison, we'll bring in Shrapnel, since these are the current legend Insecticons. And again, you know, I think the colors work a lot better on Bombshell. With Shrapnel, we got more of a yellow rather than a gold, and I think this gold works a lot better for these Insecticons. So there you go. There's the Shrapnel there. And then for nostalgia's sake, here he is next to his G1 counterpart. And as you can see, they are the same height. So, you know, these guys are not as small as we think they are. We just remember these guys being bigger, probably because our hands were smaller when we originally played with them. I don't know. So just for the heck of it, here he is with kickback as well. So you can see what those guys look like. So there it is, Bombshell, really, really cool. He's starting to hit stores now. I mean, he's been out, but he's been kind of rare, and he's starting to become a little easier to find. So go out there and see if you can find him. If you do, check him out. He is a really, really cool little figure. And I think that about covers Transformers Generations 2015 Combiner Wars Bombshell. What did you think of this figure, and what would you like to see me review next? Let me know by leaving me a comment down below. Give me some thumbs up, subscribe and share with your friends if you like what you see, and I'll talk to you next time.